next I want to show project, which is kind of a very simple, easy exercise. You have done this in Rhino, so it's a lot easier for you to try it out in Grasshopper, especially for the first time. You want to get your geometry. Since it's curves, maybe we start with curves. So you can type with curves. You can start with curves. I will bake this just so we can use it. Let's say we use it over here. And we'll use this too. The same geometry that I had used for this example. I will take this and set multiple curves, and take this and set the surface. We can do project and put in my curve, put in my brep. It could be a surface, could be a brep. And then we need a direction to put it on, because if it was any other direction, it would probably not work. So, like this. And because this is X, let's do, instead of Z, so up is Z, right? So then we can do X, or call it unit. You can do Y or you can do X. Let's do X, because that's what we know where it's gonna go to. And there you go. That's it. So if this was this way, the default is Z, that's why it was able to go all the way down. So then you can do, type in Y and it will do Y. So to bake it, you want to right click over it, bake, group, always group if it's multiple things for sure. You'll regret it otherwise. And you will be able to see the grouped items and use them if needed. They will come out concave, exactly how my surface was. So let's create a surface and let's recreate this down here. I will get my geometry. My geometry right now is line work. So let's see, it's going to project flat, right? So like, let's try various. Yeah, let's try this cube, and I will move this cube over and make this somewhat different so you can kind of see the differences. Maybe I can even put it diagonal. Okay, so you kind of want to have this hovering over your plane, just like you would in project in Rhino and Grasshopper. Take these two geometries, right click, set multiple geometries, then you want to type in surface, right click, select first, then right click, set one surface. So there's my two geometries. You want to type in project. Oops. There's various projects, so you can project along, project down. This is for all geometries. This is just project curve, because we have here I'm showing project curve, but because we have a geometry involved that is a polysurface. Let's try project an object to a plane. My plane right now is going to be that, and here is my geometry. So that is what I get. Plane can be various things, so it can be this, which is a planar surface, or it can be an actual plane. So this is kind of like set plane in Rhino. So this is a plane right here. But a planar surface can be also a plane. As you can see, a plane cannot be some surface that is not planar. So this is one way to do that. The other way is to make sure my names are drawing full names, so that way you can kind of see every single name for each module. And you can draw icons as well. You can take them away if you want to for the names. So it's up to you. I like icons and I like draw full names, mostly because it's visual, easily accessible. So if I were to lose wherever it is this module is, I don't know where it is, then I can kind of look through these, hover over and see the previews and kind of see where it could potentially be, so I can take a look at it. You can also do Control Option and it will show you where this module is. Right now it's under curve, and this predict. Same with this, right? It's under transform and here. So because we see all three objects, you want to take these two, preview off, and you can hide this if you want to, but now you have your final transformation, your final 2D version of that. To continue with this example, I want to show list item. So the reason why I want to show, how I'm going to show this is right now you have prep and curve. It won't, if I wanted to use any line work from this prep, because right now I have this 2D, but I don't have this 2D, right? Kind of like make 2D. Right now you hover over here and you see that you have planar curve and closed prep in the list. If you want to use this so you can see more, you can see it here too. So this little panel will let you do anything. If I were to drag it, you can write anything you like. And alright, so because we have these two items, right, and we want the line work only from the prep, let's do list item. This is a very important module because a lot of the scripts that you'll see, especially if you go online, you'll see this among other things. So right now, because you had 0 and 1, these two items within this module, if you wanted to pick just one item, so this is default 0, it will get the first item, which is the first item you drew. If I wanted the module or the geometry, then I want number 1. So you can see it switches back 0, 1, 0, 1. If I wanted both, then I could do this. I'm holding shift, by the way, to connect double lines into the same part of the model. So this way you can get both, but so does the same thing with the panel. So if I wanted to do 0 and 1, multi-line data, and it will do the same thing. For now, I want 1 because of the geometry. Then I can do deep wrap. Deep wrap is kind of like explode for geometries like this. So I'm going to do that. The reason why I'm doing this middle item is because if I do this, this won't read the curve. You can see the little icon here. It says data conversion failed from curve to wrap. So it's taking the curve and it's saying, no, I can't read this. So it's giving you a warning. This is how you can kind of space it out. And now it can explode it to faces, edges, vertices. Now you see 6 items right here, 12 items of edges and 8 items of vertices. So these vertices, you can see them all here. So just to show you the curve one, see how everything's starting to get jumbled. Let's see, preview off. If I wanted to hide, and now you can see the curves. I can bake these in a group and move these around.